Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to MUFC Realist TV and the first stream of the day. And it's Wednesday, international break. And oh my daisy, how does it feel to be Manchester United fan today? No football, a little bit break, but you looking at the news, what people are saying, and you're scanning. And the Casemiro injury is the dominant one today. But we are here to talk about the golden opportunity to actually take this time to look at the academy. Who is cooking at the moment and who might be the next Ronaldo, who might be the next Scholes, who might be the next Gary Neville. It's why is it? Because currently, if you didn't know, our under 18s and under 21s, we have some fantastic players that we are waiting for Mark Nurse to come in and present, because Mark has the finger on the pulse. But before we do, guys, you know what to do. Smash that living like button out of it. Subscribe if you haven't, and do hit that notification button. By the way, if you do, make sure it's personalized so you never miss when we go live or we actually post a video. But big up to all of you. Thank you for coming in. Jarvis Cocker is in the house as well. How you doing, Jarvis?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I will say as Piggy always say, boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of good people in the house. I see Lillis. I see Stephanie, Georgie Best, always here. Faithful Georgie Best. Thank you for coming. Jarvis, sir. He always calls me sir. I don't know
Sir.
what's up
Sir
with that, but
Jarvis.
thank you. I respect that.
Maybe I should start calling you Sir Jarvis. Sir Jarvis.
We have to do like this. Sir Jarvis.
Sir Jarvis.
Welcome,
How
sir.
you doing? Do you want a cup of tea? Sir Jarvis?
I have my cup of tea here, right here.
Do you have a what
Earl
is it,
Grey.
Tetley's or Earl Grey? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, so big up. We see Lily's here, Stephanie going 9 likes already. Guys, let us get up to 100 likes, please.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. As what we discovered this morning, and we've been doing some, you saw the video, right? Been a little bit of a shadow banding and suppressed in a way. And you look at the stats and graphs, and you have people working in the background to analyze the data, and they say, "Well, man," because they've been allowing some spikes, like within this 4 months period. It's just weird. 21,000 subscribers and hardly getting 1,000 views anymore. But it's not about the views.
It's either that or people don't like us. Yeah, but it can't be that.
They don't like
No
us.
way.
No way. Hey, do you like Jarvis? Yeah, he's good. I don't know. How can you not like us? We're cute. We're fluffy. We're gray. We have a blue background. We have red backgrounds and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well,
But-
we do our best. Like
Yeah,
us or
well-
not, hit the like. That's important for the channel.
Okay.
Yep.
So we said we had to say, hit the like, and now we can close the shop and go back to sleep. No, joking. Listen.
Hey, Mick, we forgot to say hi to Neil Driscoll.
Oh, yes.
Neil Driscoll is in the
Neil.
house, and I also saw a new familiar face here. Who was it? We have Ian McDonald in the house.
Oh, Ian
Drop
McDonald.
Ian McDonald.
Yeah. He's here. I see Ian. Senior Shadowban vid. There's a reason for it. I ran a channel long time ago and would be shocked if the tactics used by your competitors. Man, I big up for Terry Flewis basically for doing that video, because I thought I was alone. Like, I've been asking my fellow content creators, and it beats me because the algorithm constantly change. But it's the freedom of speech and thought, and we're not here for the money. Me and Jarvis, we love to sit here. We do a lot of research. We try to be unique so we can present and talk football. That's what we love to do.
Speak for yourself, Mick. I'm here just for the money. I swim like this, just for the money.
Money.
I'm just kidding. It's not about the money. It's about football. For me, I have the best hobby in the world. I can sit here and talk about football with people who love football and the great VAR room. So I can't complain either way.
Well, we can take the measurements. We can take the measurements on your Monday show. 2 hours and 70 minutes total football. I was never bored.
No. Time flies.
Yeah,
it's like I try to aim for the Joe Rogan experience. Just let people talk it out and dig deep into the subjects, and then
Hey guys, smash a one if you think that Jarvis will be the next Joe Rogan. 100%. I believe in you, Jarvis.
No. Yeah. I'm aiming for the Joe Rogan experience. I'm not trying to replicate him, but I want to let people have their opinion, let them talk. I try to be interested and really figure out what's going on because I want to learn. That's the thing.
Yeah. But I think if I have a crystal ball within 5 years, Jarvis Cocker's Corner is going to be the next Joe Rogan.
Oh, let's hope so.
Nah.
That would be fantastic.
No, but thank you everyone for the support. Marty's saying you definitely will be the Joe Rogan of United here, 100%. You're on that trajectory, right? Yeah, we finished third last season, so we can only go up here. And
Marty, where's that name Marty from?
Marty
One
McFly.
movie. Yes.
Marty McFly.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
What a great movie. Great movie.
Oh, that is a great movie. 100% is. What else do you like? What if you have a favorite movie, just ping it in the chat as well. Ping it in the chat. I have one.
Okay.
Which, I like movies when they make 20 years ago and they actually predict the future, and it actually happens. So there's a movie called Idiocracy. Have you seen it?
Yeah. That's Luke Wilson, brother of
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name is in The Office, the American The Office. That was his debut movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know who
Where they basically freeze people down and they wake up 200 years later and they wake up to the technologies that ruined people. And he happens to be the smartest person on earth and he becomes president.
What was it? They were like watering the crops with something like Gatorade or something.
Yeah, Gatorade. Oh, that's amazing one. Listen. Okay, so we have just Mark pulling in. I can see him backstage. So Mark has prepared a lot of goodies for us. This show takes us the opportunity to actually look at some players that we never sort of speak about because most of you are focused on the first team, but we actually look at the academy and what the work they've been doing with the academy has been amazing, right? They've been focusing on recruiting top talent around Europe and England, and we bearing the fruit out of it. Like the under 18s are top of the league. You have Shea Laces, you have the Fletcher twins, you have a lot of good players coming out there, and I would arguably to say this is our best academy since 1994. To be honest, you know what I mean?
But very much, I agree.
Yeah. Listen, what's your take on? I know we've spoken about injuries a lot this season. That's been the dominating subject. However, did you read about Casemiro?
Yes. And it's what we have been suspecting all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Something is off with our medical team.
Oh, yeah.
Very off.
Yeah. Malacia won. Basically, Malacia came back. He was green-lighted going back for training by the same team. He had to go back again, and he's out for the rest of the season. Luke Shaw, the same. Yeah. I mean, who are they? Idiots, right?
I think it's two ways. You have technology, when it comes to science, medical science, and I think we are far behind when it comes to developing that department at the club, because we know the Glazers are skimps. They like just never to spend money on anything. We all remember Ronaldo. He had to take his own ice bath with him when he came to United. So in a way, we know they don't think ahead. It's not the latest technology when it comes to United. So maybe it's not even the people. Maybe it's just the technology. I don't know, but
maybe it's they employ the wrong people. Like, if you go to the doctor, if you have, let's say, you have some gastro problems, right? You don't go to the dentist, but they hire a dentist to look at your gastros, right? A lot of gas. Doesn't really make sense. No, but to make a story short, basically, he felt an injury, and he was before the Liverpool game. He trained apparently, and he consulted the doctor to say, I feel a little bit of my hamstring, the same old injury that made me sidelined for 3 months. Can you have a look? And they green lighted him, but he's still felt like there's something not right. So apparently he went to his old doctor at Barcelona that discovered that it was a minor injury, and that's what he was pulling out. So imagine if he played Liverpool, he might be out for the rest of the season. And that pissed a lot of people off, to be honest. Now, how much this is true, I don't know. Are we going to talk about it? Maybe, but this show is all about the kids, and we are not going to talk about Gareth Southgate. No way. That's BS. That's bullshit story. You're laughing.
Welcome to United. We have the gastrodentist. Let me
Yes.
take a look at your bowels.
Yep. Yep.
Or
Gastrodentist acting as a star physio, and then we get Gareth Southgate as a top
funny
manager.
Stephanie Griffiths. Funny.
Yeah, funny.
I just want to bring up a couple of comments on the movies. I just want to go back to that. I can't let it go. It was so funny. I saw here Lillis. He likes horror movies, old horror movies. My favorite old horror movie was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that one.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still have nightmares about him.
Oh, you know what? I hate
when I was like 6 years old.
Oof. I hate clowns.
Clown?
Yeah, glazes are clowns. This scares me, right? But It, you remember the It?
Yeah, I remember. And this is the Demolition Man, with who was it? Sylvester Stallone and the other guy, Wesley Snipes.
Snipes. Yeah. What happened to him?
That was a great movie, but not predicting the future quite accurate. I saw Terminator the other day, the original one.
Yeah.
And they talked about the future. That was 2027 or something.
I spoke to my wife about this today. I said, you know what? Skynet, Terminator. That's exactly what's going on with the open AI, right? You see robots coming out to take over your life and everything. And now everyone's going to walk around with these VR glasses like, scary shit. Yeah. Scary shit.
And Simon Davis comes in with Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, that's the greatest movie of all time,
Or
except
the usual
Godfather.
Or the Usual Suspects. The Godfather. Yeah. The Usual Suspects. You know that one with Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, when he walks away, he's the cripple. He's actually the mastermind. What a movie! Wow. But you know what? It's a lot of classics anyway. But listen, Star Wars war movies, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, we're here talking about. There's no football, of course. Mark, what's your favorite movie?
If you're ready. Oh, you're on mute, mate.
He likes the movie Mute.
My favorite movie actually is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I can't help it. I really like the war stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty good trilogy as well. I think it was well done.
Okay, my favorite inspirational movie is in sports is Any Given Sunday. Yeah.
For me, it's Goal. Have you ever seen it? I think it's a story about Chicharito, but they just minus Man United in a way. For me, it wasn't a big budget movie, but it was one of the movies that I thought was really good.
Yeah, I'm just going to the comment section. Stephanie Griffith saying Where the Eagles Dare. Never heard of this movie, but Usual Suspect Dark Knight, what you're saying here as well. The Dark Knight, yeah. 15 likes. That's a very good movie. If we can get 100 likes, that is even better. The sequel. There's 74 of you now tuned in, so please give us the like.
Have anyone seen Point Break? There's two movies. Yes. There's an old one and there's a new one.
I've seen the old one.
Oh, well, I think the new one is actually better. But check it out and let me know what you think.
What's your favorite comedy?
With Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
it was like skydiving and stuff like that.
It was. Movie. It's about a team of extreme sport athletes that Robin doing some it's like a fabled hit list of robberies, and if you pull it off, it's like almost like the god of stealing in the world or something like that, basically. And the FBI agent was infiltrating them. Well, that's Patrick.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Guys, when we are on this movie topic now, so the joke of the week has been Liverpool, 100% Scouseteers. But what is your favorite comedy movie all time as we speak?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. It can't be Jim Carrey. and it had like what 2 or 3 of them. I mean,
Dumb
he
Dumber.
real good. He's the guy.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb Dumber. Yeah. I'm actually a big.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Just
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of Mel Brooks movies. You know, instead of Star Wars, he did the Spaceballs, and Blazing Saddles is one of my all-time classics. I don't know, the parody of the Wild West. Have you seen it, Blazing Saddles?
I haven't seen Blazing Saddles. I've seen the other one, the one you talked about right before Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
But he's also the guy that directed the Time Traveler and
Dark
Men in Tights.
Yeah,
Men in. Oh my God, you gotta see Blazing Saddles, man. That is my classic. I don't know how many times I've seen it. It is so funny, right? It's all about, you know, in the early stage of America when they're trying to build the railroad, and they use thugs to drive out the villages because they own the land and they want to build the railroad. So they gather out like bandits to drive them up. So they have like, you know, a recruitment meeting. You see Ku Klux Klan is there, like, you know, everyone is there, like, you know, next resume. And it goes like raping, robbery, raping. Hang on, you said raping 3 times. Well, I like raping. It's like, and
watch the algorithms, Nick. Watch the algorithm.
Sorry. There's a scene when they're sitting and eating baked beans, and they're all sitting burping and farting, like, you know, and you know, the boss comes out there. How about more beans, Mr. Taggart? And he goes like, I think you boys had enough for one day. It's like, you got to see it. Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, 19
bring
likes.
In some comments. There's so many good comments on this movie topic. Just bring in a couple of them. So
yeah. Ian McDonald. Yes, this is the one. The sheriff is. Go see it. I'm gonna switch off my AC. So guys, continue.
Yeah, when it comes to Spaceballs, that was a great movie. There's so many quotes from that movie. You know, may this watch be with you.
I'm also a kind of Bill and Ted fan. You know.
Oh yeah, Bill and Ted.
Yep.
Can't beat those guys.
Anyway, Blades of Glory,
when
funny.
It comes to, I didn't get to say my favorite comedy movie, and that's what's the movie with Leslie Nielsen, with the gun.
Oh, Naked Gun.
Oh, Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
333rd.
Yeah, because they are so stupid. I laugh at stupid things.
They're so stupid.
I mean,
same with Flying High.
Yeah, he was real good at what he did. You know, I mean, I feel like him, Robin Williams, those guys, legendary in the game.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim A is here as well. Stephanie Griffith. We have
wow,
Airplane. Yeah, Airplane. That is my classic as well. You know, when everyone gets food poison and there's only Striker. His name is Striker. And that's like, you know, he's the only pilot, and he's like sitting here communicating, and he goes like, Striker. And he goes like, what? And he strikes the woman. But his name was Striker, the guy that was, you know, Roger that.
Yo, that's a big movie there by Mace Windex. Yeah. I feel like anybody probably shed a tear watching this at some point in the movie.
Yeah. Roger, over. Yeah, 100%. People, for the Living Daylights, please, we're not going to beg you, but we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the show. I promise, and stay tuned because we're going to do a giveaway. So if we are climbing up the Fahrenheit scatter, we are now almost 100 people watching. So if we can get 100 likes, I promise I will do a giveaway at the end of the show. Monty Python, that is a classic. Life of Brian. Yes, the stoning scene at Monty Python when the old women dressed up like men in beards. That's a classic. Yeah, is there any women in here? No.
You know that movie was banned in Norway, at least, for blasphemy. They weren't allowed at the theaters. I think it was 1979. So it was banned for years because of blasphemy.
Oh, yes. And when we talk about Monty Python, the Holy Grail, when he meets the Black Knight, it's like, who goes there? You shall not pass. And then when they start fighting, he's chopping off his arm, his leg, and he's standing on one leg, and all of a sudden, no legs. And it's like, come back here. I can still bite you.
that remind me, when you say that remind me of that movie, the funny movies, the spoof to the Rambo, that Charlie Sheen acting. I forget what you call.
Yeah,
That
hot,
was real
hot
good.
shots. Hot shots.
Hot shots.
Hot
Yeah.
shots, yeah.
That's a good
Big
movie.
up. Listen, what an opening statement. Anything else you want to end out? Rush Mano, listen, Rush Mano, he's not the new Messiah, bloody Messiah. Piss off. What is like, master, give us a sign. And he throws his shoes. Oh, it's a piss off. I'm not your bloody Jesus.
Our next funny movie is the movie with him and his brother Emilio Estevez when there was the garbage collectors. I forget the name of it. That one.
Also classic. Mate, we should do a dedicated whole stream for classical movies. 100%. But listen, I failed to switch on my AC and I'm boiling in here. It's getting hot in here.
Oh yeah. Go and fix your AC. I will talk to Mark. Mark, what have you planned for us tonight? Because you are the main man.
Well, you know, like I brought some like minute scouting briefs on some of the young players that are currently showing up really well consistently in performances, you know, for the youth team and the under 18s, the reason why they have been at the top of the league so far and with the great performance they have been performing, as well as, you know, all of these youngsters are said to be training with the first team at Manchester United with the senior players week in, week out since, you know, January, of course, for most of them. Others like Tyler Fletcher and his twin brother, Harry Amas, they have been training with the first team a little bit earlier since December. So it's, you know, I just thought it might be interesting. Some of the guys, for everyone could get to know the youngsters. I mean, I think they have a chance. At least 2 or 3 of them should be moving into the team. You should see a lot of them in preseason. You have seen 1 or 2 of them before, but as well as, you know, you may also, big up to you, bro. But you may also find, you know, in the news interesting because everyone was clamoring about we paid a lot of money for Jack and Tyler Fletcher. But maybe in the report, you might understand why we paid so much money for them because they've been performing really well. Actually, one of them, Jack, is injured. You know, he got injured a few games ago, so he's been out. He hasn't been able to play. And that's one of the reasons why Ibrahimov has been given time in the squad and was moved up. So, you know, he was just recently breaking into the team from the under 15s. He's still 15 years old, by the way. And he's from Russia. He's been performing really well. And he's been getting his chances. He's played 4 games so far. And he scored 1 goal, I believe, so far. And I think an assist, if I remember correctly. But, you know, this is Amir Ibrahimov. You know, he has 1 assist, by the way. 2 appearances. So it's not 3, my bad. But so he's performed really well. Winger. Yeah, he's a right winger. He could also play on the left as well, you know. And his performances are much more than just the statistics based on his assists. You know, in his 2 appearances, he's basically taken over the left wing because Ethan Williams was out injured for those 2 games that he came on, and he practically, you know, led the team in attack. He was one of the most, you know, predominant forwards. He played in the game against Liverpool under 21s that we won 5-1, and he played in the game against Man City where we won 4-3. You know, joining another player on. He was critical because his assist was the last goal that won us the game, along with Ethan Wheatley. So, you know,
Lilis is saying he ain't Russian. He says, well, I don't know.
Yeah, he is Russian, but his parents are Russian. You know, notice his last name, Ibrahimov.
Yes.
He was born in England, so he's been playing for the England under 15s.
So what kind of characteristics is he? He's a technical player. He's a fast. He's a winger. He's a creative.
Very fast, technical, but he has a lot of pace. He's direct as well. I feel like if in the 2 games that I've seen him, the first game he was not as confident. So I think he was holding the ball more. He wasn't as direct in that first game, but he has all the tricks and flicks that you would want. But he's not someone to just use it. You know what I mean? He uses it when he needs to use it. So he's not just doing a trick just because he has the ball at his feet. You know what I mean? And in the second game that I saw him play, where he got the assist against Liverpool, is the game, the Man City, is the game where he played really, really well. He was more direct. I would say he was practically unstoppable.
Yeah. Okay. Going to the comments, Bestie saying here, the kid has magic in his feet. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. He was born apparently in Russia, in Dagestan, according to Manchester 7 here. Thank you for contributing, guys. This is what the community, I love this. In Dagestan. He was born in Russia and Dagestan. Yeah.
All I know is he plays for England under 15.
Yeah.
So he's eligible for the English squad. He has played for them at under 15 level, but like I said, he's Russian. So
Dagestan.
Yeah, very young talent. He has two brothers as well that plays for the team. But
Jarvis, is he supposed to be 15 years old?
He is 15 years old.
Wow. You know, 15 years old. When I was 15 years old,
Here we go. Here we go.
This is me when I was 15 years old.
Definitely, I believe that's Jarvis.
Who is that?
So how is that guy 15 years old? You know, he looks like a tank.
He looks like a man. Yeah.
Well,
he's tall.
He's well built. His brother, who's a year and a half older than him, is playing in the under 21s, and he's not that much taller than him. But this youngster is a little bit more built than his brother. You know, they all have a similar type of physique, that kind of robust looking finish. So, you know, he has two other brothers, one is in the under 15s as well. He is 13. And then there's a next brother who's 11 that they say is even better than all of them. So
yeah.
It's four brothers at United right now.
And this kid looks like, you know, I'm in love with my body. Ooh, yeah. I'm in love.
You know, when I saw he was 15.
Do you recognize that guy? It's not me, by the way.
Of course, Harry Potter. What's his name?
No, but he also sings, right? He has an album. He's also a singer, right?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he has an
Ed
album.
Sheeran. Come on, it's not Ed
No, he's
Sheeran.
not Ed Sheeran, but he does have a singing album, bro. I think.
I
think he even won a English singing award or something for his album. I think.
Okay, cool. Whatever
and
happened
then,
to Hermione? What happened to Hermione? What's her name? Hermione.
Well, I mean, she's acting in different types of movies now. I think. I can't remember her name. Emma something. Weasley. Emma Watson.
Yeah, Ron Weasley is his name. Ron Weasley.
Yeah, Ron Weasley.
Run. Okay, so Ibrahimov. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, this relates to a damning article and interview that Bruno was talking to. You know, everyone seems to open up when they go on international breaks, and he explained the style of play. And he basically said we cannot play the style of play when we don't have the right creativity and the wingers that can put in the cross into the boxes. And then I was watching a little bit about what Goldbridge was saying, that Rasmus Højlund had 29 shots on target and 24% conversion, right? He's sitting 33rd in the league for shots on target, so he doesn't get any service, and that's what we need, right? So, guys, I mean, Jarvis, you speak a lot about this, that we need players with, you know, technical. Then we need ballers, basically, right? Technical.
Yeah.
You cannot expect to play Pep Guardiola style with people that are playing counter-attacking football, right?
Well, you can develop your physique, you know, when you get older. You can develop a lot of things, but the technique has to be there from the start. You have to have the natural ability to handle the ball. And so for me, if I was a scout, I would say that technique is one of the most important things.
Yeah,
you can develop how you use your technique, but the technique should be there.
Yeah,
with
Mark.
Both
since you're the leader of the show, though, question: what is so unique with these under 18s and 21s, and in terms of style of play?
Well, last season when Erik ten Hag came into the club, his first major focus was the youth. So what happened to the youth team over the first 6 months of his stay was that he was, you know, changing the system and style across all the barriers, under 15, under 12, you know, till the recruitment up to the under 21s. And then after a year of observation, he shifted some players, promoted some players, and then he let some players go. So if you notice, over the last summer, we sold probably 29 youngsters. But in the January window, we also sold 11. So in total, we've sold 40 of the academy graduates within this last period of time. And maybe, I'm not sure if it's based on Ten Hag alone, but the drive of these youngsters, the ones that were promoted, because if you can see, the first guy I spoke about, he's 15 years old. And you're going to realize that maybe 2 or 3 of them as well are 16.
Mark,
and a lot of
quick question: is it still Nick Cox who's the head of the academy?
Yeah, he's still there, but right now I feel like they're thinking of making a change, because I think they're gonna change the the under 18 coach.
Okay,
I'm not sure if I don't think it's Skinner, but I can't remember his name. But I think they're gonna change him with another coach. They're gonna bring in another coach. I think he's from Germany.
I mean, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 years ago in 2020, United did a massive drastic change because they realized that the academy is falling so far behind. So it was actually a drive by, believe it or not, our current sporting director sits now, John Murtaugh, to rebuild that academy. And appointed Nicky Bott and stuff like that. And both departed. But their mission was to scout and find the best talent around the world and just, get them to United. In comes Garnacho in the final for 475 million pound from Atletico Madrid. Those talents, to keep buying them in, they bought them in, and that's the fruit. And 4 years later, this is the fruit of their hard work. So they've just been building on that foundation. And, this is what I know, my knowledge though.
Neil, we will save that comment for last, because I didn't actually do up the profile on him because I don't want to hype him too much yet. But that youngster, a different breed. You know what I mean? So let me just
Okay, yeah. All right. So Shea Lacey is one of the players that everyone is talking about. I haven't seen much of him, but everyone is talking about it. What's so special about Shea Lacey?
Well, this youngster, as you can see, he's not as bodily big as the young Ibrahimov, right? Because you can tell by the way, he's just a little bit small in size, but he has some serious ability at his boot. He has had 11 games this season. In 5 appearances in the Premier League, he's had 2 goals and 3 assists. And in the Champions League, he's had 4 assists and 2 goals. The Youth League, that he played this season. He's another youngster that was promoted, by the way. But he was here before Ten Hag, but he was also promoted because he was not getting game time initially. And he started getting game time, and well, the rest is history, because he's very consistent with his performances. But there is a lot of competition in the forward line. So he plays at midfield, and either at attacking midfield, or he plays on the left. And then sometimes with the way the team changes, he ends up the left winger in the second half, or sometimes in the first half. So there's a lot of fluidity going on with the youngsters as well.
Yeah. The clips that I've seen, he's a very low center of gravity, very, very technical, very skillful magician. But I haven't seen. I put my hand up to say I just seen YouTube clips, right? But what would you say is his strongest position and attributes then?
I would say left midfield. I think, to be fair to him, if you put him in the attacking midfield, he performs very well. But for me, when he's on the left, or he's on the left in an attacking position, he has that freedom to roam. And that's where he's most dangerous, because he's very creative. He's combative as well. So he tracks back very well. And he's not afraid to put a tackle in. But he's very, very good on the ball. It's like 9.9 times out of 10, he's going to beat the first man that comes to him. And he's getting past him. It's almost like you can just, is what he's going to do after is what you're looking at from the time someone challenges him. So I think as Rashmano has been saying, he was out. He was out for like 3 months. That's why it's just 5 appearances in the under 15, in the under 18s Premier League, because he was out for a few months. So he's just come back. He played in the game this week against Man City and Liverpool the week before. He only had a few minutes there, but he got a goal and assist in the game against Man City that we won 4-3.
So he's the one that's been a lot of noise about to be the one to be promoted up.
Yeah, this youngster is like, I don't want to say he's phenomenal, but I feel like I'd sell him short if I don't say he's almost of that level. I think it's, he is our very rare talent, because I think his drive and his work rate will speak for himself. I think when you guys get to see him, you'll see the maturity in his play, and he's not wasteful with the ball at all. That's the one thing that strikes me with this youngster. He's not wasteful at all.
Yeah.
I just want to add, Mick, when it comes to, I see Mark has a little typo because Shea Lacey is born in 2007.
Oh,
So
bless.
he's
Oh,
17
my
years
bad.
old in
17
a
years,
month,
yeah.
month time. Yeah.
You're
So
good enough, you're old enough.
yeah,
My
yeah,
bad there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm
No
pretty
problem.
sure.
Just yeah. Well, I was just checking on transfermark.com.
Yeah.
Swear.
You have transfer mark in the
Yeah.
middle here. Transfer mark. Listen.
Yeah, it's 2007. My bad.
Yeah.
You're bad. Corrected down there. Good point from Bestie as well, from the community. Say 5-6 years ago, United were buying in small-bodied players. They got rid of majority of them, realizing it was a mistake. The players coming up now are far more bigger. And
100%.
that comes into Aaron Hansen Oren as well. He was a small-bodied player as well that they got rid of, and I felt a little bit sad for him because he was a magician as well.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
Yeah. That's but we will see, but it takes longer to develop when you are a small build. So maybe United just want to cash in and make money on the academy, because we can make a lot of money on the academy. That's for sure.
Yeah,
and
pure
we
profit.
can't expect the academy to provide more than at least one player a year. So that means how many players goes through the academy system. So we gotta be able to make money on the development.
So stay
So if
with
you
me
can-
there, guys. Yeah, continue, Jarvis. Sorry.
Yeah, no. If you want to make money, if you sell one player for 5 million, that's 5 million, 100% in the bank. It's not like if you sell, for example, a bought player, it will be, you will sit with I would say 50 to 60% left of the transfer sum.
Yeah, no, 100%. I just want to sort of follow up on that, what you said there, basically, because that is the transitional change that I think we will see here with the academy and with the new people coming on board above, from all the way from Barada to Wilcox to, to Dan Ashwood and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
Because we've been very poor on selling. We've been just giving them up for cheap for 1 million here and there, Well, if you look at City's academy, they've been flogging them for 30, 40, and we bought actually Amad Diallo, for 30 million euros from Atalanta. So these, if we are nurturing them, farming them, making them to be ready for Europe or any type of league, we should not sell them for less than 15, 20, right? We should be a better selling club.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come maybe in a year or two. I feel like we haven't really won the league consistently in the under 18 level or the under 20 level in the reserve league. So the performances and the players haven't been getting top dollar because they haven't really been finishing in the top 5 too much. You know what I mean? The last season they finished in the top. Most of them finished in the top 3 because of changes and improvements that have been made. But I feel like before that, we were kind of inconsistent in our finishing. So finishing top 5, sometimes top 4. And I feel that's the reason why the players weren't getting that worth. And then, I would always put it on some of the backroom staff, because I really feel like we don't pay attention to these things in the back room. The people are doing the exchanges, the recruitment, the sales. They're not doing it from a sense of let's try to get top dollar. I feel like they do it from a sense, let's just get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully that changes.
Right. Interesting. I mean, that's what struck me, that we never, I mean, we hear snippets about the academy. We hear a little bit about the under 18s, but majority of United fans focus on the first team. And since it's an international break, I thought it was a golden opportunity to sort of do a little bit of education on, you should be a, agent, youth scout, to be honest, right? Because I don't know anyone that knows, that follows both the women's team and the under 18s. You're constantly talking about it. So big up to you, Mark. So
big up.
What do you have next on the plate here, mate?
Well, I have the one that everybody was talking about this Christmas. He's performed really well since we got him from Watford. 17 years old, Harry Amas, the left back. You know what I mean? I would still say, don't forget Alvaro. He's still there. We should bring him back. We should actually have the two of them there, because I feel like it would be good for Harry. I think give him the end of the season to play out. I think by time the summer, he's probably going to grow another 2 inches, probably put on some more mass. He's been working really hard. You know, all these youngsters are training with the first team, so they're working on different programs according to their age. So, you know, like he's 17 now. He's probably at the age where he's probably able to work with a little bit more body, with a little bit more excess weight. You know what I mean? So now you might see him start to put on to beef up slightly, you know, because they won't do it too much because he's still young, you know. But he's performing really well. He's had 4 matches since the turn of the new year, and he's been playing really well. He has a goal and assist, and that's just in the Premier League. He's played in the FA Cup with stalwart performances. He's had 2 goals in the FA Cup, both coming from headers. You know, one of them was a match winner. I think this youngster has a lot of stuff. He's confident. The most striking thing about him is his confidence. I think it's almost to a point where he's, I won't say arrogant, but maybe a little conceited, you know, because you know, he has very good ability on the ball and he uses it. And sometimes he does things and you'll be like, whoa, because it's like he turns with the ball, like the attackers he wins the ball and he doesn't try to just get rid of it all of the time. There's sometimes he makes the early clearance, but there's sometimes he gives himself space. He dribbles the attacker and then he comes out with the ball and drives forward.
That's what I like, the profile that can get out of tight spaces, like, you know, that doesn't panic, like, you know. If you take a Kobe Mainoo, for instance, like, you know, that's the type of player like that's so gifted, like, you know, can get out of high press, tight spaces, just like glides away, right? So would you say that Amas is kind of similar on the left wing, like, you know, press resistant, can get out of trouble, play out from the back, transition the ball forward?
I think he's a younger, better Luke Shaw, in my opinion. Like a Luke Shaw 3.0. Like, you know, if he can maintain himself and keep up with the level and keep improving, like in 2-3 years, I think he's definitely gonna slot in on the left wing. Probably even next season, you might see him getting game time because, like I said, the youngsters that I'm bringing up in the list, I have them here based on the maturity of their play mostly. I feel like they show that level where they're ready to at least try taking the next step, you know, whether it be dipping their feet in or some of them throwing them into the fire like Kobe was, maybe. But at the same time, I feel like by next season we'll be a little bit more stabilized as a team. So I think introducing these guys would be very good and would also help
pre-season, maybe pre-season tour, right?
Certainly.
Yeah. Joris, anything?
No, he's an interesting player. He looks very mature. He's an England under 17, I think, or under 18 player. He has 3, 4, 5 caps. I'm not sure. So it looks good, and yeah, maybe we will see him even this season. You know, he's been like talked about. So maybe he will come on the bench, get some experience, and maybe next season we will see him get a couple of more games, and suddenly he's in the mix. But it's hard to say when players are so young. You know, we have seen so many talents talked about, hyped up as they are the next Ronaldo or whatever, but very few make it. They make the cut. True. So let's just hope that Harry Amas is one of them.
Yeah, you know, he only turned 17 last week. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. I think he has time. He has the ability. Maybe if he might get a few minutes if we're like winning in a game, because he's been on the bench the last 3 games, I believe. You know, he wasn't used, but he's been on the bench. So I feel like he might probably get some time, as you're saying. But yeah, he's got lots of time, man. Like, you know,
big up everyone for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the gift as well coming from Mr. Ruby himself. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, please. And big up Mark. That's a massive presentation. I love your graphics, what you've done here. Yo. And what about this guy? Are we recruiting this guy?
Well, I mean, we recruited 2 of him, to be honest, I would say, because, you know, they kind of have a splitting image of that guy. Maybe a little bit of a longer face, but they definitely a little bit ginger as well. You know what I mean?
A little bit of ginger. It's not the long stuff, right?
No. It's not the long stuff. It's a Fletcher. And the next one we're going to talk about is Jack.
Yeah.
And, you know, Jack is I like him a lot. His performances is really good. He plays central midfield. he could, I think I may have mixed up the two names in this presentation, but don't be mad. I'll talk about his.
It doesn't really matter if it's.
It doesn't really matter. So I'll just talk about him right now because he plays central midfield, and he's very, very, very good. I think I mixed up him and his brother by accident. So, but Jack is the central midfielder. He's what they see as the replacement for Casemiro. So he's been understudying to Casemiro in training week in, week out since maybe December. And I would say it has shown in his performances, all through the season. He's played in the Youth League. He's played in the FA Cup. You can see he has 5 appearances in the Premier League. He's scored a goal. He has 2 assists. In the FA Cup, he has 2 goals and 3 assists. And in the Champions League, the Youth Champions League, he also has 3 assists and 1 goal. I think his performances are really good. The problem I was having with him is his size. I think he was not, he needed to put on some ounces to take the pressure of some of the players that were, but he definitely was working on it because right now he's one of the most physical players on the team. And he got a yellow card in the game recently because he kind of pushed off a player in the FA Cup. But just to see him do that was, for me, shocking because it showed that he has been working on his physicality, which is great.
Fantastic.
We have Rich Sports in the house. Big up, Rich.
Big up, Rich.
I have a question when it comes to Jack Fletcher. I looked up on his profile, and he plays for England under 17. But isn't his father Scottish?
Yeah,
Darren
he's
Fletcher
actually
is Scottish.
They're both Scottish, but he plays for England.
How is that possible?
It's always possible. I mean, Scotland, Ireland, they're all part of the United Kingdom, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, somebody call Scotland Yard and check the passport, don't they?
So they have this thing that they allow you to move, and it's complicated. I'm not 100%, but what I do know is that he's allowed to play for England, and if he plays until he gets to the senior level, he can still switch. Because when you get to the senior level, you only have 3 games before you are confirmed.
Oh,
so
But his brother, his twin brother, though, what position does he play?
Right wing.
Right wing. So you have left wing, right wing. Okay.
This guy, he's got some flames.
Okay,
Tyler.
and he's
I definitely mixed up their names, by the way. My bad.
Tyler.
So Tyler is the winger, and Tyler has 6 appearances in the Premier League. He has 6 goals, 2 assists, and in the Youth League, he has 3 goals and 1 assist, and less minutes than all the other players because he had just started coming into the team, getting minutes in the second half of the games. He has what I call him is the draw man, because he came in every game and he brought us back level against the teams that we were playing in the Youth League. Even though we lost 2 of the games, we drew 2 and we won 2. And that was all because of him, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. We just basically recruited them recently from the City Academy, by my memory, right?
We did.
And there was a little bit of like, oh, hooray, hooray. Like, okay, Darren Fletcher, boys for the jobs. Yeah. But they're actually good, right?
Yeah. They're very, very good. Ten Hag is always setting praise on them for his performances. But Jack has been injured since December. And I don't think he's going to play for the rest of the season because of the injury. But Tyler is still training with the first team.
Cool.
Curiosity, Tyler has played for Scotland under 17. So Jack, England, Tyler,
Jack, come back.
Scotland, under 17.
I feel like
maybe they will meet in the World Cup playing on opposite teams.
Maybe. Oh. I feel like it's a decision that they made themselves. Maybe one represents Scotland and one represents England. Because I know...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I know England is still trying to convince Tyler to play for them.
They were born in Manchester, apparently.
Do we have any Scots in the house? Ian McDonald, how do you feel about all of this? Give me your comments.
Well, hang on a second. Scott McTominay plays for Scotland, but he doesn't sound like a Scotsman to me.
No, he sounds Welsh.
I don't know. Hey, great shot! You'd be on for 2. There's a chip and a put.
Oh, Ian McDonald comes in with a good comment. Isn't their mom English? Yeah. So basically, they have dual citizenship. Or
Fine, exciting. See, guys, we have a lot of exciting prospect talent coming up. The twins were born in England, basically. Yes, in Manchester. Big up to all of you for tuning in. There is 110 of you watching right now. For the love of God, and we don't want to be like a broken record, but you have 1 thumb here, 2 thumbs there, 4 thumbs there, and press it right now. It really helps. And leave your comment in retrospective. If you're watching this video, if you like, you know what to do. Press the like button afterwards as well. So, Mr. Rushmane, what you're saying here, one will have a chance internationally and the other will have no chance. Lol. Yes. So if he's already played for Scotland, that means that he cannot play for England, right?
No. That only happens when they get to the senior level.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it must be more than 3 games at senior level before they are unable to play for. It's like for me, this is why I'm trying to tell Jadon Sancho, be a message on YouTube. Come play for Trinidad and Tobago, bro. It's about that time. Let's do something.
So whoever doesn't make it, go play for Trinidad and Tobago. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, he is a Trini by definition, to be honest, but at the same time, I just feel like it would be a better option for him because it's like technically he's not really going to get much game time. And you know what? England has a lot of talent, so for me, come play for Trinidad, bro. We still going to the World Cup anyway.
Speaking about a lot of talent, if you look at England's World Cup, England's current squad at the moment, probably arguably to say it's the best squad they ever had, but who's the manager? He can't even play. I'm just getting pissed off, right? Anyway, he probably line up this guy as a goalkeeper as well. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, I don't know, but I think England for the last eight years at least, for the least, have one of the best squads with talent,
Bellingham,
and depth. And I feel like to have squads like that and not win anything in Europe or even reach a World Cup final, I feel like Southgate is grossly underperforming with this team.
100%. Jarvis, what's your take and feeling regarding the story about our Kobe Mainoo being called up for the senior England national team? You think it's too early, or knowing that Southgate is a prat?
It all depends, but personally, I would have waited a little bit. I feel like they are rushing it now, and I don't trust the British fans or media or what you want to call it, because I still remember the Beckham hate after he got the red card in the World Cup. Young players need to be protected. And is Southgate the guy who can protect a young player? What happened in the Euros when Sancho and Rashford missed the penalty?
And also
they were hang out to dry. So for me,
Saka,
I'm very skeptical to Southgate and his ability to shield young talents. And why rush it? He's that young. He's 18 years old. Why rush it?
Yeah,
I don't understand it. But it's a big honor for him and representing his country. So I'm glad for him personally. But
me too personally. But I'm not glad that we are the British press are doing absolutely a pratster on us, trying to still push that agenda. Southgate to Manchester United. Are you kidding me? You guys you think I'm half drunk reading this story, mate? You know what? If Oman Barada and everyone wants the best in class, is this guy best in class? He hasn't even managed the one league yet.
Mick, I would not even pay attention to that story because I just feel like if they ever really want the fan base to riot, that is the call to riot there.
Yeah.
Call to riot.
Yep.
Not even trying to promote anything violent or anything, but I just feel like everybody will be in an uproar around the world because everyone sees what this guy has done to England.
Mark, we have seen this before. We know how the Glazers roll. It's about diverse. No, it's about the smoking mirrors all the time.
Oh,
And,
like
and
this
this
one.
is the smoking. Yeah,
Sorry, Jarvis.
that's the smoke.
I just
That's
had to.
that's the
I just
smoking
had to.
mirror.
Big up.
We know now, if they bring in Potter in the 12th hour, everybody will cheer. Yes, we got Harry Potter as the new
No.
manager, because at least we didn't get Southgate. This is how they
No,
roll.
Well, this
they'll
guy would
still
be
get
happy if we
revolt.
get Potter, right? Harry Potter in. This guy would be happy, right? Yeah,
Oh,
he's his
Probably.
Harry
sidekick.
Potter's best friend.
Best friends.
Best friend, 100%. Listen, big up Rich Sport, our neighbor channel as well. If you haven't, go check him out. Brilliant podcast as well. Quite a few Manchester United youth players end up playing for other Premier League or Championship teams, 100%. And we've seen it before. But this time, I feel it's special. This time, we have such an amazing academy coming up as well. Welshka, what you're saying here, that's okay for you. Poor manager, 100%. Don't even mention. You're not even welcome here. Southie, stay away. Go south to the gate. Boarding right now. Go. Right? Fly south. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye. So, what do you have next for us? Surprise,
I have two more players in store.
Really?
You know, this one
Ooh.
is a big one. I know you all have seen him. As you can see, he has on the shirt from when he played last season, a few games in the if I remember correctly, that was in the Europa. And then he played a lot of preseason games. He's done very well this season. You know, in his 11 appearances, I believe he has something like 5 goals, 4 assists, and that's just in the Premier League. And in the FA Cup again, he has more goals. I think it's something like 7 goals and 6 assists. In the Champions League, he has 3 goals, 3 assists. Wow. In the under league, because he plays as well with the under 21s, he has 4 goals in 11 appearances there. I think this youngster is very talented. I would say he's more like a right-wing Rashford, you know what I mean? But he crosses the ball very well. So that's one of his biggest plays. He plays the ball into the box a lot. And yeah, I like him a lot. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be very big. I think he's ready for that step up. As we've seen him get some chances with the first team. We've seen him play a lot of minutes in preseason. It was just shocking to me that he was never called up as a replacement during the season. You know, when we was dealing with Anthony being out and Sancho not being available for selection. So
I think he was recently called to the bench as well, I think.
Yeah, he was.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. And he's from France.
He's from France.
But again, I think he's able. I think he plays for France, but I think he's also eligible to play for England. I
thought he's got a British name, Ethan Williams. You know, so
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Cool. So basically, we got him from the French.
Yeah, he came along with Amaran. If you guys remember, Amaran, the winger who played a few games as well last season, and then we ended up selling him at the end of the summer. But what happened? I think we gave him a sell-on clause or buyback clause with Amaran. But he wanted game time as he was like 19 going on 20. And, you know, I think he has a lot of ability, but wasn't ready, I guess.
Okay. Big up Sim. What you're saying? I'd rather pour vinegar in my own eyes than watch Southgate at United. Sorry, man. Simpson, you're funny. Thank you. Okay. Well, what about striker? I mean, we looked at wingers, we looked at midfielders, we looked at left backs.
I have
Jarvis, what do you know about Ethan Williams? Do you know anything?
Well, I mean, I think he's definitely going to be called up soon. You know what I mean? I think he's a Manchester fan. He wants to stay at the club and prove himself here. So I don't think selling him would be on the cards anytime soon. He's not one of those players making a fuss, but he's certainly making his minutes count with his performances, as you can see. So for me, don't be surprised if you see him into the squad. Maybe if he was to move on some players or for preseason, most certainly.
All right, hold your beers, then. We hold this for now. What is your take on Florian Perez want to talk to Garnacho? I call it like, you can talk as much as you want. He's got 5 years signed contract. Sort of.
150. If you really want him. 150.
I wouldn't even sell him.
No, I wouldn't sell him. But I'm just saying, if you want him, 150. If you're willing to
It's
meet
probably Real
150,
Madrid.
I
They're
can't be
fucking
mad.
hoovers. Like they're like a vacuum cleaner. They will just swoop up everything. They would like to pay.
Yeah,
The
you know what's
years.
weird?
Slap on a 300 million buyout clause.
Yeah, this is the only club that will sign Galacticos nowadays. Interesting enough, if you listen to Sir Jim Ratcliffe's interview, what you had with Sky Cycling, right? Those days are over. We're not signing players over 100 million. No way, Jose. What did he say today or yesterday? He said, our vision is to find the next Mbappe, not to buy the Mbappe. Right? And that gives you an indication what they want to do. All focus on youth development.
100%. 100%. And to me, what's weird is that, we hear this talk about him wanting to talk to Garnacho, but then I don't know if you've heard about this, Mick, but there's some talk and rumblings that we might be, making a bid for Rodrigo Go. That's the right winger from Real Madrid, the young Brazilian who plays off the right.
Okay.
So I don't know, because they just got Endrick, as Danny B is saying, and they're already, bringing in Kylian Mbappe, so it's going to be really tough for spaces, So I feel like Rodrigo is going to be facing a lot of the, brunt of that.
But he doesn't have a release clause because United don't do release clauses.
No, he doesn't. But his current market values, I think, is somewhere in the region of 52 million pounds.
Yeah, I'm talking Garnacho.
Oh, no,
right?
no, not Ghana.
No, he's basically from Madrid. Actually, his mom is Argentinian, I think. His dad is Spaniard. He played in the Atletico Madrid academy. And now media is saying, his dream is to play for Real Madrid, blah, blah, blah. You see what the media is doing right now, right?
Yeah, they're hyping up. It's like the return of Ronaldo,
Yeah,
but I don't think
they're
probably trying to sample
allowed.
the same journey as well.
Another thing, you're allowed to speak to the agent, but you're not allowed to speak to the player directly, and that's the fact, right? Yeah, it would be a scandalous if Eric Ten Hag goes and speak to Jude Bellingham, because he's in Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a coffee with you, man, have a chat. That's not allowed. You only speak to the agent, so it's a lot of BS as well.
True, 100%. But like you were saying earlier, I didn't talk about any strikers, and in a way, you might say I saved the best for last. But this youngster, I really, really like this youngster, and he's a striker, right? His name is also Ethan, but Ethan Wheatley. He's a English-born.
Ethan Wheatley.
Yes.
What a hair! He looks like Pelistri, for fuck's sake.
Kind of, but he's much taller. He's like 6'1".
Look at this
18
guy.
years old. He's very quick, very quick feet, very lethal, right? He only was moved up to the team, at just into the season. He wasn't at the under 18 team before the season started. He just came in October, and the moment he came in, his impact was imperious. 6 appearances so far in the Premier League, 5 goals, 2 assists. He was playing he was playing with the under 21s. He has 7 goals and 3 assists. FA Cup, 4 goals, 2 assists. In the UEFA Cup for the youths, he has 2 goals and 2 assists. So he's the kind of youngster that comes on and makes an impact. Early on in the season, he was having a little problem with clinicality, but afterwards, he was able to come and get his chances and create his chances. So coming down to this period of time, he scored the winner against Man City, the winner against Liverpool. So he's coming up and showing up in big games. And as a young striker, for me, I think he's much more exciting than what I've seen from Joe Hugel and Charlie McNeil.
Yes,
he has a better ability on the ball, and he has this thing about him that irritates defenders, and they usually want to fight him. Like the Liverpool left back, under 18 left back, has been suspended for 6 games because I think maybe he made some jokes with him, and because of the dribbling and he got past him a few times, one too many, and the Liverpool player, he couldn't handle it anymore, and he punched him. So
I love those kind of players. Some people say, Lily say it looks like Fellaini. Really?
Yeah.
I say,
Fellaini?
No.
Yeah, same set of hair.
Interesting what you said there, because we haven't produced a top striker from the academy for a long time, right? I mean, we had wingers, but never a striker. You mentioned like Charlie McNeil and stuff like that. Never made it, right? So do you think that this one will be the one?
Yeah, Eric Ten Hag has him training with the first team ever since he
remember.
started playing with the youth team. After the first game that Eric Ten Hag watched them play in the Youth Champions League, he had him training in the first team, and I think he's putting him under some patience, right? Because he's 18, he's at the same age of basically Kobe Mainu, but he hasn't gotten his chance in the first team yet. But I'm not thinking that this is not because Eric Ten Hag doesn't value him, because Eric Ten Hag has him in every training session. You know what I mean? He missed 1 or 2 games in the league because he was, when Manchester United went to the Champions League away, he was with the team training away, although he was not in the matchday squad. So this youngster is very, very thought of highly by the manager, and I think he's going to get his chance from maybe preseason or maybe in the few games at the end of the season, depending on where our position in the league is.
Yeah. So thank you, Mark. And guys, if you haven't checked it out, like, you can just open YouTube and check any of these players for research. Ethan J. Wheatley, big up. This is something that I will definitely do. Like, I remember this because I send you a tweet to say this guy's been given the opportunity to train with the first team being introduced. And you go, ooh, right?
Oh, I forgot to mention, everyone on those lists except young Amir has been given their first senior contract with Manchester United. This is another reason why they are the ones that I put. I think Amir is about to sign his first contract, but I think they're waiting until he actually turns 16. So that's what's happening with him.
Wow, fantastic. Sim
yeah,
Shaw is back. Yeah,
he's had two very good games in the last games that I have seen. And I mean, like, I don't dislike Charlie. I just think he hasn't gave himself the best chances. You know what I mean? He scored a lot of prolific goals in the youth, but when he came in to play for the first team, I felt like he wasn't given that same energy in the chances that he got even in preseason. I felt like he was not being as explosive and as mobile as he usually is among with the youths. So
okay.
And for those of you who doesn't follow the under 21s every day, we are talking about Charlie McNeil.
Charlie McNeil, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like, we also have other fantastic players that are also part of the academy. We're talking about Alvaro Fernandez, of course, at Benfica, doing fantastically well. So we can add those two and two together, and we have also, what's his name, the midfielder? Oh, there's so many.
Dan Gore Jr. is
Dan
the
Gore
one.
Jr. as well.
I mean,
he's also
Jarvis. I feel sorry. I really like the youngster. Isaac Hansen for me would have definitely been coming into this team around this time, getting game time. I think I actually rate him more than I rate Ahmad, but because I've seen more of him in the youth team and more of him, you know what I mean? And I've seen what he's capable of. I just feel like maybe it's a little bit harsh because of his size. But for his size, even though he's not that big, he has the footballing IQ. You know what I mean? I just think that based off of that, this is why the club chose to work with Dan Gore Jr. He's not been playing much game time, but because he had a really bad injury a few months ago in his second appearance or third appearance, I believe, with the League Two team that he's playing with. And he's been out, but he's going to be back. And I think he was sent on loan because Eric Ten Hag wants him to come into the squad after preseason next season.
But Mark, when it comes to Isaac, I just want to say my take on it is I think Ten Hag and his involvement in the academy and youth setup. I think one of the things for him is mentality, and he wants the players to play for United. And we all know that Isaac this winter talked about he wanted to keep up his development. So he just wanted game time, and Man United couldn't promise him game time. So he chose to move on, and that's just the name of the game. And it's not about Isaac per se because he's not big enough or not good enough, but they couldn't promise him game time. So basically, he just moved on to develop his own career, and I respect that. So I wish him all the best, and maybe we have a buyback clause if he gets if he becomes a hit in the next 2-3 seasons, we can buy him back.
I think he had some minutes last weekend for Werder Bremen as well. So I think he's off to a good start. Yeah, and Neil, we'll talk about him in a few minutes, Neil. You know, because I also want to link him with the young CR7 Junior as well, because in my opinion, they are a pair. We can't have one without the other. We need to get him back.
Big up Daza, tuning in from Twitter X. Great show as ever. Thank you, sir. And obviously, you cannot smash the like from Twitter, so welcome to YouTube and smash that like as well.
You can give us a like on Twitter and retweet.
And retweet. Yeah, you could. Yeah. You could. The thing is, what I wanted to say there is that you can now start to connect the dots to see what the project plan is, right? It's I called it out a couple of months ago, and I said we are on a generational makeshift at the moment, right? It's not about buying the most expensive player anymore. It's about blending in what you already got, because they've been heavily investing in the academy for the past 5 years, right? And this is the product, what you see right now. The sign that they actually signing them their professional contract is a big sign. The fact that Ten Hag sold, or the club sold or loaned out a lot of academy players, generated only plus in the FFP, like pure profit, right? So I'm gutted for Aaron Hansen, because I remember him in the preseason 100%. But sometimes you just want to see people getting minutes. And same thing goes with Amad Diallo. Like we bought him for 35 million. Super talent. Everyone was after him from Atalanta. We haven't really seen, and he comes in and scores the winner, right? He did that against AC Milan as well, the header. You remember that one?
Yeah, the back flick.
So this must have been a magical moment for him. So all I want to see, like, what you do is to give them a couple of run of games, and something the police never got either, right? You know, just give them a couple of games and see what they are about. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? That's it. That's football, right?
Yeah, that's football sometimes, you know. Let me just mention Kai Rooney, because these guys in the chat, they're going crazy for Kai right now. I know I watch him, you know. It's hard to get to watch the under 15 games, you know. It's really hard. You have to pay for like an extra streaming channel just to get to watch them, because they don't really broadcast the under 15 games. So you have to watch it like a scout, you know, and they show it from like weird angles. But I'll just talk about his 21-22 season. He scored 56 goals in all competitions with 28 assists, and he was 14. He's 12 then. He's now 15 years old. And last week, as Rashi is saying here, in the FA Cup and the league, in the 2 games that he's played, he has 6 goals and 3 assists.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
He is a monster. Listen to what I'm saying.
That is boy.
He is a monster. You know, the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. I think if he continues at this rate, I think he's going to break all his father's records in maybe 2 seasons or 3 seasons, because he is prolific. He's what you call a number 9 striker, you know, very lethal. Like, he real cheeky with it too, because, you know, it's not, he don't just go for power. It's not just placement, but some of the shots he's trying, like the angles, Jarvis. There's a clip on YouTube with the goals with the 56 goals that he scored.
Okay,
you need to watch it.
We watch
because
it.
this youngster, and he have some goals that he scored where you see he putting himself on the line, like he running and skating in and pushing it into the, you know. So he have the tap ins, so like the poacher ability. He have the finisher ability. He could go for power. He have placement.
He's got Waz's genes. He's got Waz's genes.
But another young player, you know, that I mean, I don't think it was for me. It was I was wondering why they allow him to go to Al Nassr. You know, I mean, I know his father is his coach. Reality, that's the reality. His father is his personal coach. So, but young Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., I'm telling you guys, we need to get him back to Manchester United ASAP.
Yeah.
Because him and Kai Rooney had an instant link up. And in the games that they play together, United average score is 4 to 6 goals.
Yeah. What's your take on Daza's comment here from Twitter?
If you're asking me, Charlie McNeil strike rate for City and United is even better. Yeah, I know. I think didn't he have like, was it, I read somewhere, it was 200 goals?
Yeah, he does.
It was something like insane amount of goals.
He has
But
an
he
insane
was very
amount of
unlucky
goals.
when
And
it came to injuries and stuff like that. I think he had some bad injuries and stopped his development a little bit, but he can still come good.
exactly.
Still
And I didn't say that he's not a bad player. I just said that I feel like he didn't give the best of himself, because what I have seen of him in the youth, he's way more explosive. He has way more threat ability with the ball at his feet, and he's take more shots and chances. So I just felt like, maybe he was a bit nervous, or these things happen. You know what I mean? Not, you know what I mean? So I just feel like he probably back with the youth team, the under-21s right now. He's scoring goals again. He's looking happy, and let's see what preseason brings for him.
Yeah, Daza, love your Stone Roses logo, man. Cannot lie, love it. I want to invest in one. I want to have this shirt, but I don't want to sponsor the Glazers. And to be honest, the bonus player is, if we do get Graham Potter or Harry Potter, we get this guy. Like, we haven't spoken about this guy enough. 100%. He's there on the bench waiting to be recruited. Nobody wants him. Just to
bring that back.
Okay, bring that back.
Yeah. And I just want to show you guys this kid. Where is it? Now I'm messing about. I just want to show you Kai Rooney, so you all know. But he kind of look like Wayne Rooney in a way.
Yeah.
But you see, he's really developed as a young kid. So I can't wait for him to come to play for us.
But he's 15 long enough. He has some time. And listen, this season, it's like, it's fair, it's unfair. Like, for me, like, I don't what I'm seeing from them week in, week out, I don't want to hype them, because I want them to reach the point where they're breaking into the first team, and then people see them before you say, these guys are going to be amazing. But from what you see from them, he is, I mean, apart from the Joe Hugo from Charlie McNeil's numbers, his numbers are insane.
But Mark, where's young Ronaldo?
Young Ronaldo is at Al Nassr right now with his dad.
Okay.
So, but what I could say is that, don't sleep on him. He might be at Al Nassr, but listen, the young man, talent and ability is there. It's there.
Yeah.
I've seen it last season when he played. Before Ronaldo left, he played a few games, and the games that he played with Kai, they had this, even Rooney, I think there's a clip of Rooney talking about it, that he was shocked that the link up that they had together, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Neil, I just said he will be 15 this year. So
that's amazing. And thank you, Rush Maino, as well, shared something with me that I want to display on this stage. Basically, Kobe Maino is ranked as the 7th best Wonderkid in the world. Wow. We can talk I can talk as much as whole night about Kobe Maino and how special this kid is, but I am very excited about this, what we've been looking at today. Basically, if we do summarize, who we've been talking about, just to wrap up things, like, we spoke about Amir Ibrahimov, the 15-year-old left winger, right winger. You said he was more of a right winger, right? Amazing. Yeah. Look at the stature, right? This guy looks like a high tower, tall, right? Pacey as well. We spoke about Shea Lacey, 100%. Star boy. It's coming up. I've seen clips of him. I haven't seen him play much, but there's plenty of years of development. He's 17 years of age, isn't he? Or 16?
17. Well, 17. It's April 14, so he just turned 17 like last week, or the week before. So,
and we spoke about Harry Amas as well, the left back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I like him a lot. I think.
Yeah, he looks a little bit like Gary Neville if you look at him. He does, doesn't he? Right?
Yeah, kind of, just without the bangs.
Then we see the resemblance of our Fletcher, Jack Fletcher, and of course his twin brother Tyler Fletcher. There's Fletcher twins. We spoke about them. We're cooking, right? This is my favorite. And we spoke about Ethan Williams. Not really, not the favorite, but I like Ethan Williams, the what I've seen. But this guy, this hair takes all the price.
That's my favorite there. I
That's
have
my
to say.
favorite. That's my
Yeah,
Fellaini
because
there.
I feel like, with him, he have the most likely opportunity to get first team in the next year, basically because of his age and his performances. He's been very consistent. So this is why I put him there and I say, well, hey, look, he's probably going to be that guy that's going to break through first, because I just feel like every game he's going to score a goal.
Yeah. And Stephanie Griffith, I don't know, if you're doing moderation for full time and counting, I really appreciate it. I love you for what you do. 38 likes and 150 of you watching. Stephanie, you're amazing. You like that Bruno Mars song, like, girl, you're amazing just the way you are.
Yes,
And
we all
by
love
the way,
Stephanie Griffith. She's
what?
so fantastic. Yeah, we love Stephanie.
We do.
She's the best.
Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
We
I
keep
keep playing
mentioning
this.
these things every time he see him on a stream. United are in talks to get this youngster right now. They what they have said is that Ineos has given the green light for United to go ahead and sign him.
From the River
So
Plate,
right now they're in talks with River Plate to get this youngster. But as soon as we scout someone, you know what happens? Man City, Liverpool, they all come knocking because they're the information hit the UK network. So now they're like, oh, he's amazing. Let's go try to get him. But
Fantastic.
I feel like he might just choose United because of the time we've been spending, talking to him and trying to get him into the project. And Lisandro Martinez is one of his favorite players. He's met him a few times before, so I think that is pretty good. So let's see how it goes, Danny. I always forget to talk about this for you, but yeah. So that's what's going on with Franco Master Tantuano, basically.
Speaking about strikers, gentlemen, Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah.
What
about him? What about him?
Well, I've been talking about Sesko for the past year and a half.
But is United linked to Sesko? That's the thing. Are we chasing a wild goose dream, or is this actually?
No.
They've
been, Jarvis, they've been wanting this youngster. Mick will give you the final details, but they've been wanting Sesko for over 2 years.
Scouts,
yeah, but we remember the story about Marcus Leonardo, for example. There's so many huge talents out there. Everybody's linked to United in some way or another. Do this have feet? Is it something real?
It has feet. It has feet. He was actually on the cards in January, and Ten Hag wanted him in the January on a loan with an option to buy. He couldn't do anything because they told him we cannot do anything because of FFP. Right? Sesko's agent Elvis Bosanovic has been in numerous contacts with United. He's been speaking to Chelsea and Arsenal regarding that, and he's not getting minutes 100%. And that RB Leipzig are kind of a selling club for 45 million release clause. Today, a lot of Romano is making noise about it, and we've been talking about this for ages, right? Because I know the story, I keep following, and I know his agent. So, for me, I said that I don't see that United will go for a more experienced striker. And judging what Ratcliffe said in the interview as well, he wants to make the next Ronaldo, Mbappe's and stuff like that. This guy, absolutely smashing. Like still 1 year younger than Højlund. But if you look at his stats, he's 1 year, he's 20, right? Højlund is 21, right? But he has the same output in terms of goal contribution, assist. 7 goals, 2 assists this season, right? He played about 122 minutes or something like that. No, maybe 1,200. I can't really remember all of the stats right now. But also 2 goals in Champions League, right?
Okay.
And this is what I'm saying. I think that we need a secondary striker to be like for like almost, right? Because if you blow one left tire out, you want to replace with the same tire, maybe a different brand, right? And Martial is going, 100% is going. That's a 300 wage bill off the books, right? So I don't see us going for the, Xerxes or, Genia wants to sort of outprice him a bit. But that for 45 million, you can have a deal, and United is definitely on it, right? But it comes down to what I've been told is also the new head of recruitment what's saying this is the club, this is what Ten Hag, this is what it's already been lined up, right? It's a long-term target. This happens to be available, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I hope so. I just want to ask Mark a quick question, and we continue about Sesko. Who is this Opida? I would prefer.
I never.
That's the guy that benched Sesko and Timo Werner. Over at Leipzig. This youngster came up through the Leipzig academy. No one never heard of him. He wasn't literally nothing 18 months ago. Literally nothing. And he got a start because I believe it or not, I think the striker who they sold was injured. Schick was his name. Schick. I think it was Schick who was playing for them last season. He was sold, and then they gave this youngster a start because Werner was injured at the beginning of the season and he never stopped scoring.
Yeah,
the guy had just as many goals as the other striker that we was looking at. Forget his name. The one from Stuttgart. We was looking at him. He had 16 goals this season. Serge Guirassy. Well, he had 16, and Serge Guirassy had 15. Right.
So,
and we're talking about a youngster who's like 20, 21 years old.
I think
very quick. Unbelievably quick.
100%. I think it's all about rotation next season. It's all about, distribution goals equally, right? So big up Trevor Phillips, a name that I haven't seen in the chat before. So big up Sesko signing. I totally agree with you guys. Totally. He's very rapid for that height. He is. He's
ball ability.
196 centimeters tall, 6'4", right?
4.5.
Yeah. Very, very good.
What's wrong with the metric system?
I don't know. I don't use the
195 centimeters, 96.
Yeah, I know that George Best in here. He's a big advocate for signing Oliver Giroud. I mean, I understand Bestie. I do understand you.
Danny B coming up with some real names here, and as GB saying, to be fair, bringing in a Giroud is not that bad. He wouldn't cost that much, and you're not bringing him to start every game. You're bringing him really just to train and give experience and come on in 1 or 2 games for like 10, 20 minutes.
I see we have Shay Goose coming in. Big up, another one from Twitter. Shay, can you do us a favor? Give the tweet a like and a retweet, please, because now we have actually 130 people, 30 people watching on Twitter actually right now. Cool. So that's great numbers. So give us a retweet and spread the good word.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm so not used to saying X. I still say tweets in Twitter. I can't help it. It's never going to be X, right?
True.
I send you an X. You can't say X me, tweet me, X me. It doesn't make sense, man. Denny, what you saying there? Did you
cap Munoz last week in the fantasy, Jarvis? Well, I didn't cap him, but he was in my starting lineup. To be fair,
I have
to say.
Sorry, Mark. Just continue.
I know. I had to say about Muniz is, when he was coming in, I was like, this guy. He have ability, he have the talent, and I didn't want to say anything about him because I didn't want to hype him for the energy to go there and hit him. But like the energy hit him because he can't stop scoring week in, week out right now and scoring. I think it was a hat trick last week or 2 goals and an assist or something like that. Wow.
I just want to bring you to attention. There's like 160 now tuning in from various different platforms. We have 40 likes. Make it make sense. Can we get up to 100 likes? Can we do a campaign in 5 minutes? Can we have a mad Russians so I can actually send my gift to you as well? Can we get up within 5 minutes? Can everyone get up to 60 more likes, please? And we will send you a gift.
I just want to wrap it up and answer Danny B with the question. He's asked me, did you cap Muniz last week on the fantasy, Jarvis? Because Danny B and me met up in the chat room watching an FPL channel, and I said to Danny, I'm capping Muniz, and Danny replied, Nah, don't cap him. And
how many points you made this game week, Jarvis?
I don't know, 40 something, but I did quite well, but not as good as I
Guess
could.
who the leader is?
I didn't cap Muniz, and that's my biggest
Jesus.
problem. So thank you, Danny B.
We do have a fantasy league, Premier League football. I forgot we even had it, but then Jay Daly's leading.
Yeah,
He's
Dallas
leading.
Cowboys
Dallas
is his name.
Big up Jay.
On the team.
Jay's in the lead. So we got to bring that up when I keep forgetting. Every Friday we need to update. So we got to bring that up. Shay Arsenal, big up Shay. How you doing, man? He retweeted. Thank you. Big up Shay as well. DJ Superfly, hola amigos. Yeah, hola DJ Superfly. How you doing? All right, nice one, guys. Can we get a couple more likes? That'd be fantastic. We are sitting on 55k. Good season for me, Jarvis. He's sitting there. What Danny B is saying. Now, cool. There's nothing more to talk about more than international breaks, and I just don't like international football, right? So, otherwise, we spoke about interesting movies in the beginning, funny movies. We spoke about a lot of these youngsters. Kai Rooney looks very, very interesting. 15, 16, looks like his father, stocky. The future looks bright. The future looks bright, right? And in terms of, I'm still on the moon since that victory over Liverpool. By the way, I'm still flying high, right? Really?
Yeah. The international is not going to be. How long is it? 2 weeks before next game?
Well, 2 weeks, yes, but it's a perfect time for take a break, to reflect. And it's a perfect time for the fan base to sort of take a mental break. But another way, we're like, we won this game, we're on the momentum, like, on a winning streak. That would be great to attack it again, but then you have to look at it from a more sensible way, like, okay, give some players some space and recover, and Licha will be back and will be a full fit squad, because it's going to be one hell of a ride. I think it's 9 games to play or 10 games to play, right?
Yeah.
In the Prem.
10 games left.
Wembley, right? Coventry.
2 games left in the cup, semi and final.
Yeah. So when is the semi in Wembley? Has it been drawn?
I don't know.
Any dates?
I don't know.
Jeez, I just want to hop on a flight, just go and see the games. Big up Sweden. Oh, John Dahl Thomasson. Never heard of him. Okay.
Yeah. That's the Danish striker. He played at AC Milan.
Monster.
He was really
long
good.
to score, Thomason.
That's the one. I'm sorry about
Fox
that.
in the box.
Did we get him? The Fox in the box. Sweden got a new manager. Cool. What happened to the other one, Janne? Did he retire? I don't know.
You're the Swede. You should know this, Mick. Come on.
Well, I'm not connected.
I'm just about to say the same.
Yeah. Licha will be ready for the 7th, according to Trevor Phillips. Yeah, true. Okay. And he's ready.
Fingers crossed.
I was a little bit concerned when he was called up to the Argentinian camp for, I don't know. Did he go? Did he not go?
He went, yeah.
He went.
But I don't know the extent of his recovery, but getting back, he's been injured for a long time. Maybe it's good for him to just go back to a little bit warmer climate and relax.
Yeah, good. I love it. Maybe that's what you need sometimes. Just go spend some time with your amigos, hermanos, cabanas, chacharaca. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I don't know with the recovery time. But I remember one story, that Phil Marsh told, the former Man United player told when he was on the show. He talked about his time when he was injured with Ollie. He spent almost a year with Ollie in the gym, like recover, and they actually got to know each other, and like he picked his brain and learned a lot about the game. So I think it's important that the players stay in Manchester for several reasons, and one of them is actually bonding with the younger players and being a role model, helping them and talk to them. Yeah.
Phil is watching, by the way. Phil March. Big up Phil.
Big up Phil.
I was tweeting with him earlier, and he's gonna watch. He said, yes, Janne retired. Oh, time to change in Sweden. Janne failed too much. Yes, he did. The people of Sweden got tired of his boring football. Yeah, that reminds me of Southgate too, doesn't it? People tired of Southgate football. Just for you that are new, I just want to, so we don't forget, I just want to put this to the stage, just to remind you that this website is 3 weeks old, right? It's there, up, fresh and running. MUFCrealist.tv. Go check it out. And now it's international break, but we are going to do massive, massive things with it, right? You can pick your player ratings. You can, build your lineup. It's going to even be better, right? Different formations. You can read all the news, watch all the videos. A mental ball game is all the way here from India. Big up, man. Saw your video about the shutdown. Don't worry, none can keep a good man down for long. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Guys, go check out Mental Ball Game as well. It does a lot of mental health stuff, like, you guys rock. You too. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that really appreciate this community and really appreciate all the hard work that's been put in here. Like, you, Jarvis, we do work full-time jobs and we have families and kids and it just a matter of fact that we have the opportunity to sit here, and we met everything by being Manchester United fans. So we haven't met physically, but we sit there. We are like a big community. Everyone in the VR room is amazing community. 15 months and 21,000 subscribers. I don't really care about likes and subscribes. It's just at the end of the day, like I'm so privileged to sit here and talk to my extended family, like you guys, everyone that's involved in the VR room and tuning in. And I hope you really enjoyed this content and this channel. So thank you so much for your support. Yeah. And if you do get gifted a membership or you become a member, it's €1 a month. It helps a lot, to be honest, because everything which is in here get thrown in straight into what we're building for the future. So this is the website that's been coming. So there's a lot of good things. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And this video I did this morning was genuine, but it came on the back of Terry Lewis as well that felt the same. And I've been speaking to Alice, Talk Football, and of course, Nerdin also. But we don't shout as much as Nerdin, so yeah, we don't say those things. But it's a shady business, isn't it? But anyway, we're here, win, lose, draw, always producing content for you. And we're always open for your ideas, what you want to hear. So I hope you really enjoyed this show today. It was something that was on my mind. Mark, I've been talking to you for a long time. And Jarvis, we do expect you to do more technical breakdowns as well, like you do on Mondays. Really enjoyed that show. 2 hours and 17 minutes. God, that was, didn't feel like it was a...
No. Yep. Well, we had Phil, Phil Standish.
Amazing guy.
One of the best pundits. So whenever Phil can come on, I always invite him. He's a fantastic guy to have on the show.
It was my... Before you came along, it was me and Standish riding the wave. Right.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Great guy.
I love him.
And Stu, of course. Stu Woolley.
Oh, Stu, yeah.
Footballing knowledge up here.
To be fair, Jarvis, you and Stu has been having a good stream on your own, to be fair. I feel like the way you all look at views are a little bit contrasting, but genuinely have similar technical views in a sense. It's a good balance.
Yeah, we have the same approach. We want to learn. That's the thing. We try to spar on each other and learn and develop.
But the thing is, I can learn, but I will never be as what you guys are. Like we all see football different ways, but the way I can express myself is not as technical what you do, right? I don't see like you do, and that's what football is all about, and that is what brings the balance of this panel as well. Like, Daz, I totally resonate with this. Me and the boys and the mag do and feel the same. For the love, not likes. 100%, man. Big up for the love, for the fans, and just reflecting back. This, we have built such amazing community, and we do have a Telegram chat. Shay, shameless on you. I saw what you wrote.
Yale coming in. I just arrived, so now you guys need to start over. Yep, that was a good idea. Big up, Yale.
Yep. And breaking news: I've never met Jarvis, but I met Jarvis' sister yesterday.
Yeah.
That's funny,
What are
right?
you talking about my sister?
What?
What?
Your sister? She was amazing. She looked like you, right? No,
Yeah.
we met up. We met up. We had a nice meal and chat. We're gonna meet tomorrow as well, by the way.
Yeah,
So
they're on
it's,
holiday in Thailand at the moment,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah,
Nice.
that's good.
There
Good
you
that
go.
you
But
met up.
what's Trevor saying here? Was arguing with a Liverpool fan the other day, and this channel is chill and relaxing. Yeah, we don't shout.
Mick,
What you want to
you
shout?
said
You
you
want to
have
argue?
some giveaway. You said you have some gifts to give away to the viewers tonight. What are those gifts?
Well, we haven't got to the 100 likes yet.
Well, I mean, we're almost at 50. Maybe you could make an exception this one time.
I need 50 more, right? Yeah, 50 more.
More. Come on, guys, smash those likes. Let's get this gift to you. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to Jarvis. It's coming to you guys. So you know what? Smash those likes, people. And I know those on X. There's 120 to 30 of you watching on X. You know, maybe you could just hop over really quick and just smash the like and go back to X. You know, that would be so much appreciated. Thank you so much if you could do that. It will be appreciated.
Yeah, if you can do that, it'd be amazing. But it's not mandatory. But I promised, and I always promise what I deliver. Sorry, guys. Can we be a little bit rude at the end of this stream? Can we? Is it allowed to be a little bit of a cheeky?
Depends.
I mean,
Feel
we're still
free.
living. We still have to banter Liverpool a little bit, right? Can we? Yeah. Right. Just let me just do this because I love a good banter. I always do, especially when it comes to Scousers. All right. Hold your ears if you're sensitive. Jurgen Klopp has spoken.
Being knocked out by Man United is fucking embarrassing. I'm done with this club. Liverpool ruined my career. I've never felt so embarrassed as a manager. How the fuck did we let them score 4 fucking goals past us? It pissed me off even more that they scored in the last kick of the game, just like we do every season. The ref was not on our side. Clearly the little blowy I have the ref before the match didn't work, which it normally does. Salah has to be the biggest overhyped player in existence. Van Dijk is too busy making sure his ponytail looks good. Nunez couldn't hit the goal in his wife's box. Never mind on a football pitch. It's just embarrassing. This is why I'm leaving at the end of the season. That's me done. I'm retiring. That fucking Diallo is special. What a kid. My favorite part was him taking his shirt off and getting sent off after he humiliated us in front of the world. But it's fine. I'm going to enjoy my retirement. Never again will I manage a club like Liverpool. Scousers are rotten. And I can't stand a single one of them. Keep singing You Never Walk Alone, but I've walked alone this whole career at the club.
Classic.
Hey, AI, it's the truth.
Yeah. Whoever did that, I was laughing my lungs out today, man. Seriously. Oh my god. Scousers are shit. I've been walking along. Oh my god, big up. Anyway, listen, take over for a second. I just have to.
I will just give Dasa a shout because he's done on YouTube.
Big up Dasa.
I thought you tuned in and gave us a like, Dasa. But if you're done on YouTube, it's okay. Twitter is a good channel to be on too. Stephanie comes in, say I remember early video with Mick, Jarvis and Phil, 10 Ruby, 10 Standish, 10 Cocker. Excellent video. Check it out about a year ago. Yeah, we dressed up and we all did the imitation of 10 Hag. Remember?
Yes, of course. You want to see it?
Bring it.
Okay, hang on a second.
Come on, guys.
Oh, you're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna be embarrassed now. I really.
It's already out there.
Damn. Yeah. Hang on a second. Where did I put those?
I can read some comments while you find that video. Stephanie says we are on 47 likes, so only three more, and maybe we will have some gifts.
Woohoo! You probably will have some gifts, but let me just find the special one. What you were talking about? Hang on a second. I cannot multitask at the moment. It's
Riot, we big up, buddy. Hi, panel. Good to have you on.
Big up, Rajat. How are you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Looking for Lucky Singh. I haven't seen him tonight. Shocked I haven't seen him tonight. He's usually here he always adding me. You know what I mean? It's the one time I'm like shocked I haven't seen him adding me tonight.
All right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Happy by losing to West Ham, but the players need to go with the principles and start winning. Where's Ghost?
That's Jarvis.
10 Jarvis.
10 Jarvis.
Okay, let me play the other one as well then. Oh yeah, Phil Standish.
That's it. 4 games. Okay? 4 games. That's it. Get out there. Bruno give you the ball. You score. Simple.
4 games, Okay. What did I do? I pretty much looked like a Pep Guardiola, I think it was.
Even more than
to be honest. What?
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good.
Bring it on. Like a Pep.
If I was Eric, I will not look the cow in the ass, because if I look the cow in the ass, this team is bullshit. To be honest, yeah. A total revamp of the squad needed. Okay, I am the gaffer. And I make the fucking rules. That's it.
Total revamp.
The mad professor.
Yeah, I called it out. A total revamp needed. It's true. Cool.
I have a question here from Dasa. He asked me, Jarvis, thoughts on stadium plans? That's a good question. I just read a fantastic blog from an old friend of mine, Callum. He writes his own blog, Callum Stone, and I can put the link in the chat, and you guys can read that yourself. It's a great article, and it talks about the memories of Old Trafford. He talks about himself when he was a kid, went to the stadium with his dad, saw United for the first time, and all the memories this old stadium brings. But he also brings out a lot of the elements about the stadium and why it can't be rebuilt because of the foundation it's on. You know, it's been there since the war, and even before that. So he actually concludes that it's time to move on, and that's my opinion too. You know, but I hope that they will keep Old Trafford like a museum and let the academy play there, the women's team and stuff like that. So we keep the legacy going. But at the end of the day, we need a new modern stadium.
Yeah. You don't knock down, like, you know, the Leaning Tower in Pisa, the cultural monuments and stuff like that has culture and history. It's a heritage, right? I wouldn't knock it down. I would build a museum or something like that. Like, you know, we have so many memories from 1958 and so many memorable moments, how we won everything there as well. So I do understand that you could do something, but football has moved, and you can build something about 100 million capacity right next to it. But to bulldoze it down, it's a disgrace. I wouldn't do that. That's my take on it. I wouldn't touch Old Trafford, but just build another stadium next to it and play there until the other one is built.
Well, Mick, let me just show you guys this, because I'm not sure if you guys know, but basically this is what's actually going to happen. You know, I'm not sure if you guys could see that on the screen.
You can add it on.
Yeah, add it on the screen so we could show it to everybody. That's the new stadium plans. You know, the plan is to make this the Old Trafford Stadium here smaller, so that it will probably seat somewhere in the region of 25 to 37,000, and there's where the women's team and the youth teams are going to play.
Yeah.
And this is where they're going to build a new stadium. And I think the deliberation right now is whether they're going to make it 90K or 110K. which don't be too shocked if it end up being 110, 120K, because
That's amazing.
that's what's delaying the actual situation right now.
So they're not going to bulldoze Old Trafford down. If you don't do, then
Nine.
I'm perfectly fine. The problem is that if you see at the bottom of the screen is the railway, and it's always been the problem, right? That's why you cannot expand, and you cannot go on the,
Right
towards
here.
the river and wharf as well. Then links to the media city. So this is, I mean, United owns the big, massive land of car park there, so they can actually build and the capacity.
And where they're building this one, Mick, from what I'm hearing, this stand on this side, how they're gonna build it is if they want, they could add on a tier to this one, but they would be able to add on 2 to 3 more tiers on the side on this the other circumference areas.
Cool.
So, it's a good idea. It saves Old Trafford. The modicum of Old Trafford is going to still remain. The youth team and the women are going to play there. Probably going to have facilities, but
sorry, Madhouse, I said 100 million capacity. I mean 100,000 capacity.
Yeah, 100,000.
Like 6 a.m. in the morning, guys. Big up to you. Yeah, I don't mind building a new stadium as long as you don't touch Old Trafford and just
It doesn't seem like they're going to touch it too much because, he did say that the future plan, the way he see the future of football was that it's going to be like something like the amusement park like settings, but in a football sense, where it will have the, tours and have food places. It could shop. It might have little activities. It could have concerts. I don't know if you've ever been to Universal Studios, but it's something like that he has planned.
Concert. Yankee Stadium was torn down, but that was a different thing. Yeah, 100%. This is a stadium that was built in 1910 by memory, right? And we know the story. Like, it was even like during the Second World War was bombarded as well by the Germans as well. So, yeah, we survived. I've been going there since 83. It hurts me to think that to think about it, but we mustn't let sentiment get in the way. And this is what it is to turn the page, and eventually we'll get the Glazers out as well. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are coming to a end of the story. I really enjoyed the stream, and I hope you did too. 175 watching. Where are we with the likes?
We're on Stephanie, Lilis. Where are you? How many likes are we on at the moment? I think we are on 50.
Yeah, I think we just hit 50.
Oh,
GB.
Are we 50 years of age?
GB is going to be reduced. Old Trafford is going to be reduced to seat 25 to 35,000 in capacity, bro. So it's not going to be at all costly. It's probably going to cost the same that we are paying right now to rent this facility that they play at currently. So
50. Like 10 minutes ago, lol. What the hell? Okay, we're slaving here in the kitchen, and there's 50 of you.
Where's the gifts?
Mick's gonna drop some gifts.
I want gifts.
You want Santa gifts?
Yes.
I ain't getting you. Yeah, I already sent you a bucket load of Snickers the other day, didn't I? Right?
I don't even eat chocolate. I try to stay off the sugar at the moment.
Me too.
I need to give sugar a rest.
I'm
yeah, me too.
Getting older, and since 1st of January, I was like 75 kilos. Now I'm 68, and I haven't worked out nothing. I have just stopped with sugar. So 7 kilos off.
Wow, 7 kilos, but just not eating sugar.
Skipping sugar, and actually no alcohol. So
well, that helps.
Yeah,
no alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol.
And while Mick is doing that, I'm just gonna, for the guys who joined late, like Yali, this was what the presentation was about tonight. We were talking about these youngsters: Ethan Wheatley, Ethan Williams, Tyler Fletcher, Jack Fletcher, Harry Amas, Shea Lacey, Amir Ibrahimov. And those are the youngsters that we feel are most likely to make a breakthrough. Big up, Jarvis. Got the stuff hidden there.
right?
Got a hidden stash just in case.
Anyway, guys, for you, get ready. I've want to sort of big up this community by gifting away 10 memberships to everyone that's been tuning in, for staying with us so long. There is 10 members being gifted. I'm going to read one of you, hopefully. If you got it or not, let me go. Everything is going crazy here. Who got gifted membership? Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Okay, let me see who got gifted a membership. Danny B was gifted a membership. Well deserved. Maria Steyer as well.
Danny B.
Maria, big up to you as well. Been seeing you here in the stream so many times. Marty McFly, you know, from Back to the Future, was also Marty MUFC. And Klopp slipping Varsenal's tears was gifted a membership. What the hell is that for name? Glenn Michael
Varsenal's tears.
Yeah, big up Michael Zachariah as well, was gifted membership. I am big up Michael. Sam was gifted a membership as well. And Karen Quadri was gifted a membership. Big up Karen as well. It's a name that I haven't seen before. And who else was gifted a membership? Denton Angus was gifted a membership. And Srinid, let's see, I can't read this. Srinidhi MS was gifted a membership. And Kenneth Colban, and that's about it. Anyway, that's generous gift from me to you for, you know, coming in, being part of this community. But it's even if somebody's gifting, that means that check your after month. This is for free, right? So if you want to continue supporting this channel, it's only €1 per month. Basically, it helps a lot. So thank you so much. I know we didn't hit the 100, but I want to be able to give away these kind of memberships to the people who do hit 100. So, you know, it's.
And as Mental Ball Game is saying, congratulations and welcome to the MUFC Realist family. To all the new members, we are love to have you here. We are happy to see you, and we're always willing to interact. You know, big up to all of you, and you know, share those around, and don't forget to smash those likes and say thank you to Mick.
Thank
for
you.
all the gifts.
First and foremost,
Where's
I want
M&M's?
to say M&M's. Yeah, where's M&M's? No, big up to you for putting this presentation, Mark. Fantastic job of you. Oh, there's the M&M's. So I want to hear from in the comment section if you really enjoyed these kind of presentations. It was the first time we looked at the academy. Great show, guys. Enjoyed it. Big up Daz as well. Thank you so much. Your feedback is crucial, and as a matter of fact, we have a very high engagement rate. We have if you compare us towards other channels, we have the highest engagement rate on 9.3%. If you go and check the stats, which is pretty cool, right? That means that people are engaged and watching and talking. Good stuff. Don't eat that, Jarvis.
I won't.
All right. Listen, thank you so much. Legends, who wants to wrap this up? Legends for tuning in. Trevor Phillips, everyone that's been coming in here. Stephanie Griffith, as always, you are the legend of the moderations. Thank you so much. And I am definitely super tired because it's 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm going to go to sleep. So
Jarvis is the man.
And I pulled a wisdom teeth today, so the anesthesia is gone.
Oh. Yeah.
I was like this. I didn't feel my jaw going like this.
Well,
yeah, it didn't make any sense.
How was the dentist in Thailand? Was it okay?
Yeah, it was fucking good. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, he gave me some juju stuff, like, you know, some injections, and I was like, I didn't know what I was talking about.
Not like the laughter gas. Like.
That was also funny. Yeah, it's funny. So I did came down from the moon eventually, you know, but
okay.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit, you know. Anyway,
you're a big lad. You can handle it. You know, it's just a tooth.
Just the tooth, Jarvis says.
All right, enough. It's been fantastic.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, people. Thank you so much for watching. Big up to family. Glory, Manchester United. That's about it, folks. See you to the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.